Hey guys, what is up? This is Ice Hernandez from the channel Ice Hernandez, and I want to get something off my chest. I've been hiding this from you guys for a long time because I kind of just wanted to keep it a secret, but I can't hold it in any longer. I'm making a mod pack, and this mod pack is going to be really super duper epic. It's going to be super duper fun. It is definitely a work in progress mod pack. It's going to have over 300 mods in it. That's my goal. However, I don't know how to make a mod pack, nor do I know how to make a multiplayer anything for Minecraft, so it's gonna take a long time. That, and I don't have my own personal computer, but I definitely want to make this mod pack. It is a dream goal. It's not 100% I'm gonna do it goal, but it's just a goal that I have. I want to do it. I want to share with the world. So the mod pack, this is a work in progress title, and if you guys have a suggestion for a title, please let me know. I've opened to fan suggestions. That's all I want right now is fan suggestions. But currently, the work in progress title for this mod pack is Divine Fantasy. And like I said, I want to have over 300 mods in it. And so basically, some of the many mods in it that I want to just tell you guys about. I'm not going to tell you all of them because that would be too much. And I don't have all 300 planned out yet, but I do have a good number, maybe around the 200, 150th range out of the 300. So 300 plus. So here are some of the ones that I most personally like. There's Shaders mod, so that it looks a lot more realistic. I'm gonna add the Creepypastas mod, super epic. I'm going to add a lot of like the cute mobs mod. Weird choice. I'm gonna add a lot of mods with just random dimensions. I'm gonna add the carrot dimension mod and the Nether X, which isn't really its own dimension. I'm gonna add the Aether mod. I'm gonna add, Tropicraft. I'm gonna add all that stuff that you guys like. So just a lot of different dimensional mods, and I'm also gonna add like Divine RPG mod is definitely in there. Environmind mod is gonna be in there, and a bunch more. Those are just the ones that I think are the highlights, and a lot of weapon mods and a lot of fantasy mods are in it, which is why I called it Divine Fantasy. It sort of has a mini story at the very beginning, but so far the story is just yours. And the story is you are, just whatever you are. You're just a guy, and you find yourself lost in this enchanted forest. You keep exploring, and you find out that you are not in Minecraft anymore. You are in an unknown place. You are actually in your dream, as every night you dream of escaping to a world where you have never seen before, and you call this never-ending dream your Divine Fantasy. And that is where the name comes from, and that's just the mini story, and then you live it yourself. And the thing I like about this mod is because it has that beginning story, you can, especially if you do multiplayer, you can live this story from different perspectives. You can have one perspective while one guy will have the other. With most mod packs, it's just a mod pack. You jump into it and you do all the cool stuff, and most of your playthroughs are the same. With this one, there is a small, like literally, story that isn't even important, but because the story's in there at all, you have this chance to like live out the role of this character who is living in his divine fantasy, who is living in his dream. And that is really what Divine Fantasy is all about. Just the adventure. It's not about the content of the mod. It's not about the content that you're putting out. I think what most gamers have lost is like in recent years it's always about blah 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 graphics, super awesome guns, characters. I think what gamers have forgotten about is that it's not about that. It's about the journey that you take your character on. And that is what inspired Divine Fantasy in the first place. This idea that everything else is inferior compared to the knowing fact that you and you alone are taking this character on a journey. And only you can decide how this journey will go. And that is the true meaning of Divine Fantasy. So, it has been inspired by several different mod packs, including but not limited to Enchanted Oasis mod pack, the mod pack called Attack of the B Team, a mod pack called Feed the Beast, and a mod pack called The Fellowship. So all of those mod packs have been inspiration for this mod pack. It is a fantasy heavy mod pack. So if you like the fantasy style, you'll love this. I also have the Minecraft Comes Alive mod, and I love that mod because it lets you live out the role of a family. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's super epic, and it reminds me of The Sims in a way. Yeah, that's another one of my favorite mods that I have to highlight. But so that's really it. Um, Let me know, guys, if you like the idea for this mod pack. Please let me know. It's great. Ooh, and it's going to be a multiplayer mod pack. You don't have to do multiplayer, but I think that multiplayer really helps with it. And you guys may not be into this, but when I like to do stuff like this, I like to do it in a roleplay fashion. And I think that's where I was going with, where like there was a story. You can like, instead of just doing the normal thing where you're just like commentating everything you can roleplay it. You can like live out the actions of, let's just say you were Cupcake, or let's just say you were Chimney. You could live out, you could actually be Chimney Swift, or Cupcake, or Adam, aka Sky, or, like Captain Sparkles. If you're watching this and you do this mod pack, then you're probably not going to be watching this, and then you're probably not going to be watching this, and you're probably not going to be doing this mod pack, blah, 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 a little bit this, a little bit that. But if you guys were them in real life, you could, if you ever played this mod pack, you could live out the life of that character in roleplay fashion. And I think that's another key point of the story in Divine Fantasy, the reason I added it. But anyway, guys, if you like Divine Fantasy idea, if you have a suggestion for Divine Fantasy, I might not change the name no matter what suggestion sounds good, because I think that the name just really goes with the premise. But if you like the idea of Divine Fantasy, please let me know and I will create it. And it won't be out for a very long time. But, guys, peace and goodbye. And if you want to help with it, great idea. I've been working hard on Divine Fantasy, and I think it'll be a great idea. So anyway, guys, peace out, my sexy gamers.